halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 36. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Powering his way forward, and a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 41, Stafford, going for Jefferson downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, 41 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Mike 51.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
Right here, guys.
On 4th down, Herbert.
Let him know.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Mike's 49.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
49, guys. Mike 49.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready. Blue 80. Mike's 49. What we got?
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kaiser White. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Oh, my goodness.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So following the failed try on 4th down, we'll change ends and change possession. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really...
And a loose football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
But that play, it looked like trouble from the very beginning, and it wound up being even bigger trouble than they anticipated.
Yeah, and instead of cutting his losses on the play, I think what happens here is receivers get so excited about this play call with a chance to run with it that they try and really make it work no matter what. He just needed to cover up on that one, but he didn't, and they lost possession.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
51's Mike. Mike 51. Here we go.
Herbert off of play action. Rolling to his left. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And some room to roam now. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. After the interception, here's Stafford.
And that one drops down incomplete.
Come here.
Good coverage there.
Sit.
The ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to...
This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door
What you doing, bro?
closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point good
Right
by
there.
Hopkins. And the lead is up to
All right,
18 now.
I got it. Where's it? This nigga missed the ball.
Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead,
Sit down.
but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, that's Steven Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Tell Jit I say what's up.
Say, let's just run the football, be conservative.
Sorry.
He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
What up, Jit?
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
What? What up, Jit?
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack.
I said on Madden. I ain't say on Madden. I'm playing football. I ain't even yelling at you.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
I think this dog is slow. I think I got a slow
With
dog.
the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal. So now
why you
it's
circling me, bro?
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They
bring your ass. All right, stop.
Leaving his hand. Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Hey, get your ass down, boy. Your fingernails long. Get down now. Get down. Get your ass down. Sit. Sit your ass down.
Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. And
pick 6. Oh, shit.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble.
Oh, that's some whole shit.
Room here to run.
That's some whole shit.
The 40.
Okay, shit, Trey.
Past the 20.
That's some whole
and
shit.
It's a defensive
Why the fuck you hang
for a
up?
late touchdown.
Wow.
So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer.
That's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance to turnover.
Hey,
instead, not
what you
only
doing,
do
bro?
you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't
you
come
job
up
lucky as fuck.
I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well. And
that's going to be the last point you make, bro. Sorry, but it is. Can't let you make no more.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Ain't good. You hit my foot, motherfucker.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get it down at about the 17-yard line.
Nigga. Fuck you doing?
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Fucker.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack
Not
for
good,
a
nigga.
loss of
Stop
6
dancing.
to bring up second down.
You not that guy. Cause if we keeping it a buck, I will smoke your shit. Why the fuck haven't she answered my phone?
In the win column for the LA Chargers. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover.
Yes, sir.
After turnover.
Big dub.
Turned around.
Yeah, you can
Big
just keep going
dub.
with it, can't you? After
Good
turnover,
game,
after
Jit.
turnover. As this game unfolded,
You
they
threw
were
hella
doing all
picks,
the
but you a
dictating.
good
They
person.
did
Good
the
job, bro.
offense, exactly how it was going to go down today.
Good job.
So
I
you saw them
fucking
be
lied.
free
You
with
suck,
every series,
bitch.
didn't you? Every time
Fucking
they ran
suck.
onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.